This centennial birth year, I asked people to write stories. This time, I have fragments from several people, both family and friends. The first one is from niece, Marilyn Rittenhouse Metzler. I do remember stories that Mom told us of driving the horses and walking to school, and that your mom got them organized to leave. She always talked about how Blanche was such a good student and so bright. Also bright. I also remember the kitchen in your mom and dad's house and the wooden kitchen table. When Mom and I would visit, Aunt Blanche was always busy at the table with garden vegetables, sewing, or crocheting. The next, from her sister, Beth Rittenhouse Newell. Your mom was very proud of you graduating and getting your PhD. She talked about you without bragging, but it was clear that she was very impressed with your accomplishments. Had she been given the same opportunity, she might well have gone that far in her education. But instead, she got her teaching credentials early and became the teacher in the country school for her little brother, Don. My mother always said that Aunt Blanche was very intelligent and a good oldest sister to all of them. I always loved hearing the stories of how they walked to school together, and in this cold weather, how Grandpa Phillips hitched up the sleigh to the horses to get them through the snowdrifts on time. 100 years is a long time, and we are so fortunate to remember those happy times. And this from friend Jane, who lived in Odell when I was growing up. It is hard to believe that your mother would be 100 years old. I still think of her as the age she was when I met her. She must have been in her 50s, cheerful, hard-working, and very welcoming to me. When I think of her with a big smile on her face. Your father, too, seemed glad to welcome me to your place, as did your brother Ray. I felt quite at home at the Ripleys. There seemed to be a lot of love there. And last, a story from friend Thelma, who was also a classmate of mine. I remember your parents from my visits and overnights when we were in grade school. You would come get me after your church classes on Saturday. I would go home with you, and we would play all day. I remember your brother Ray being a big guy and such fun to be with. Your mom would make supper, and then I would stay all night. You would take me home on Sunday when you went to church. I remember the farmyard and the chickens running around. We had to walk through them on the way to the potty, if I recall correctly. I remember feeling warm and fuzzy and safe at your house. My Grandma Susie always appreciated your mother letting me come to play. I treasure those memories more than you can ever know. Thanks to all of you.